So today is really going to suck. You can see I'm lacing up my sneakers. I'm about to do a tempo run. So in conjunction with my zone 2 training, I follow an 80-20 training principle, whereas 80% of the time when I'm doing cardio, I'm in zone 2, but 20% of the time I'm not. Today is that 20%. So I'll alternate between sprint intervals, which I hate, and tempo runs, which I also hate. I'm doing a tempo run today. Had the bright idea to get up and try to run an 8-minute mile. Not too long ago, earlier this year, I was running at an 8-minute pace during my sprint intervals, and now I'm gonna try it for a mile. I've definitely gotten stronger as a runner, definitely gotten faster, especially with getting lighter. I'm at a point where a 9-minute mile, I couldn't keep it up for like 6-7 miles, but it's not terribly taxing for a mile. So I'm gonna try to push the pace a little bit. I think earlier this year, I mistakenly planned to run at a 9-minute pace for 3 miles and did an 8:35 pace. So I know I've run not too far off of it fairly recently back in the spring. I have been running for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, almost exclusively in zone 2. I did not get a chance to do my speed work last week, so coming into this I've definitely done running. I ran for 2 hours on Saturday, did 7 miles in zone 2. I just kept having to slow down more and more as each mile passed, because you get cardiac drift where your heart rate you can't maintain the same pace forever. So I just had to keep slowing down. I think I was almost at 16-minute miles at the end, which is why it took 2 hours to, I think it was like 1 hour and 49 minutes to run 7 miles. And then 2 days ago, I did just a zone 2 run. I've decided to stop setting mile distances and set time, because my understanding is it's just about getting as much time as I can, and gradually I'll see my heart rate increase. So I just set 45 minutes, and that's what I did. But today, no time is gonna save me. I'm gonna do a 1 mile warm up at an 11-12 minute pace. That's just really to just get the blood flowing and get my joints loosened up, get these old knees loosened up. Then I'm gonna do 1 mile at a 9-minute pace, and then I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna try to hold on at an 8-minute pace for 1 mile. Let's see if I can do it. I'm not going into the mindset. I'm not going in with the mindset that I'm gonna quit, but I also recognize that I have not done this kind of pace. But I'm gonna try, and then I'm gonna finish off with a 12-minute cool down, or just a 1 mile pace at 12 minutes, and then I'm gonna have lunch. So let's get into it. I'm about to stretch and get on the treadmill. About to do a 12-minute warm-up. Trying to do Zwift course to Champs-Elysees in Paris. Nervous about this because I know it's gonna hurt, but I don't know. Something in me is just a pain free. Let's see if I can do this. I'll check in a little bit. Coming up to the end of my warm-up. They need more work than Terry Tate. The pain train is coming. And I'm taking it head on. 9-minute mile. I'm trying to hold on for 8-minute mile. I'll check in when I'm done. So on my cool down, go check in and check the stats in a minute. Super tired. So 3 miles down, the question is, did I get that sub 8-minute mile? Let's go check it out. Bam! 7:56. I will tell you, this was hella painful. From the first 1/10 of a mile, I was like, I can't do this. And that just kept going through my head. It's just a battle with myself. But I don't know, I kept playing tricks on myself, saying, we'll just get to a 1/4 mile, see how you feel. We'll get to a 1/2 mile. Well, you're already 60% of the way there. Let's see if we can get to 3/4. Then once I got to 3/4, I just was like, I'm not quitting. It was painful. My legs didn't hurt. I was gassed. And I can see now that I do heart rate training, my heart rate was getting as high as 174, 175. That's just taxing the body. My max heart rate is 180. I may have actually hit that. What Zwift shows is the 3-second average. So it averages every 3-second period. I may have hit a 180 heart rate. You can't sustain that for long, which is why I'm doing my zone 2 training. But glad I did it. Glad I stuck it out. Mission accomplished. So Zwift just displayed this. Just beat my previous best mile on Zwift by 8:38. The fastest mile I've run thus far is 8:34 this year. I know back in 2013, or 2012 actually, when I was about 260, I remember I was on a cruise ship and I worked out and I did 4 miles in 34 or 35 minutes. So must have snuck in an 8-minute mile there, but I have no documentation of that. But very proud of that. New PR post 2012. So let's see what I could do next.